Hey, how's it going this afternoon? It's your boy Brian coming back at you with another video. Um, this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of following up. The importance of following up. Um, this video was prompted by a visit I just got from the IRS. I'm going to blank out the name, but you can see there the IRS just visited my office here. Uh, um, as a result of a document that was not properly filed in 2015 for 2014 taxes, but filed in 2015. It's very important when you hire a CPA, which I have a CPA and different things like that. So you definitely want to have professionals that specialize in a certain area, especially legal matters, oversee your financial matters and oversee documents of significance and that are important that pertains to your financial stability and well-being as far as your business entity or whatever you're trying to establish. And basically, a form was filed improperly, and now the IRS obviously has come knocking on my door because a form was not filed properly, showing that I owed something that I technically didn't owe. I just changed ownership types, and the document wasn't filed properly. So that's prompted me to do a video on the importance of following up. Anytime you hire someone or contract with someone to do some work for you and it has your name on it, your name, your tax ID, whatever it may be, ultimately the responsibility is always going to fall back upon you to make sure you do your due diligence in making sure things are properly aligned, properly filed, properly taken care of whenever you hire someone. For example, if I owed something, end up on something wasn't filed properly, my CPA probably wouldn't be the one spending time in jail or a lien being put on their property. It would be me. So it's always important anytime you hire someone, contract someone to do some work, always follow through to make sure that that is complete. So now this has prompted me, for one, to take a closer look at my CPA. For two, to take a closer look at to make sure every single document is filed properly in a timely manner, get confirmation stamps, send things certified mail, make sure things are filed properly because it can be devastating or detrimental to your business, to your employment, to your financial status, all those kind of things. So anytime you hire someone, you want to make sure you follow up with them. One, you want to have routine follow-ups. I would calendar it out. Set it in your calendar to check quarterly, semi-annual, annually, monthly, depending on what it is, what the nature of the business is, or what the nature of the contracted work or the hired work it is to accomplish. It's very similar. I have employees that work for me, and I do evaluations. In those evaluations, I like to call those evaluations coachable moments. Those are opportunities for me to hold my employees accountable to the things that I hired them to do, but also to help them to grow and develop in their career. And what are we seeking new about the opportunity? What are we seeking to develop in our career? Are we showing initiative? Are we showing the ability to adapt or learn or grow, or increasing our capacity or increasing our competency about a situation? And so you want to make sure you're having routine follow-ups, routine check-ins. You want to make sure you are checking in or looking into all the people that you have contracted with, all the people that you have hired, to make sure things are being done properly. Because ultimately, the responsibility is always going to fall back on you. And you're never going to be able to point the finger at someone else and say, well, they didn't do what they were going to do. Well, that person didn't do what they were supposed to do, or that wasn't filed properly. It's always going to come back to you because you're the owner. Ultimately, you're responsible for anything that's associated with your name on it. You are ultimately responsible. So I wanted to encourage you today to make sure you follow up. And if you're like me, I'm an organized person, but I like systematic organization. So for example, if I know I need to follow up on something, I'm going to put it in the calendar and I'm going to set it up as a reoccurring reminder. Reoccurring reminders are gold mines for me because I have a lot going on in life, with running multiple businesses, having four kids, and being involved in so many different things. I have to have reminders. So set reminders for yourself in an electronic calendar or in a physical calendar where you're periodically checking up to make sure all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. It's very, very important that you do those things, and that you have checks behind the checks. You have balances behind the balances. So now only has it prompted me to investigate further with my CPA, holding them more accountable, having more routine checkups, follow-ups. I'm actually going to hire someone, an advisor that can be above me, that can even check up on me and make sure I'm doing everything that I need to do. Making sure that I'm audited at least annually to make sure all my books and checks and balances add up. Making sure I'm reconciling my bank accounts to make sure that the bank didn't, for some rhyme or reason or some circumstance, make a mistake, because they're human. Banks make mistakes just like we do. So we want to make sure that those checks and balances are there to make sure we can follow up. We have good, adequate follow-up to make sure everything is being done properly. Your business is being run tightly. Your ship is running smoothly. So make sure it's very important that you have follow-up systems in place to make sure anything that has your name associated with it, you have a system in place to make sure things are done properly. All right? All right. Have a good day.